everybody, and welcome to the first of a series of videos covering the newest announced and first ever DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 3, that being the Wetlands. So first, in this first video, we're going to be talking about the highlights of what's coming to everybody. Whether or not you buy the DLC, these changes are coming to your game and everybody else's game. And the first thing that we get to see in their showcase trailer is swamp trees.
What? Let's open the park gates and see what's coming to the game on December 9th. Since launch, we've been admiring all the incredible parks you've been creating, and we wanted to give all park managers some new ways to customize your enclosures. The Cypress Swamp Brush is a new environment brush for tropical and temperate biomes, which lets you bring wetland-inspired enclosures to life. This brush paints new cypress trees across parks and introduces a murky mist which seeps across the floor, fantastic for your dinosaur photography. We've also included a handful of new cypress trees as scenery pieces, so you can go in and design your wetland environments exactly how you like. If
you place down a certain brush, that being the swamp brush, you get these kind of trees, the swamp-looking trees, I don't know exactly what they're called, but what's really important about this is you get a fog. And as well as that, you get the trees as a separate scenery item that you can scale up, scale down, rotate till your heart's content. Now, this is something that Jurassic World Evolution 2 had in the form of the Dominion DLC. If you remember correctly, you would get a biosyn facility, and in there you would get a certain environment. The map itself would have a fog that would roll in, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. I got this amazing shot of a raptor in the fog, completely by coincidence when I was doing a battle royale, and it was movie quality. So the fact that we now have this in the form of a brush and not tied to a specific map like in Evolution 2 is brilliant. Another big change is the island generator, which is getting 3 new biomes, that being desert, temperate, and Mediterranean biomes.
The island generator is getting some exciting new updates to make the tool even more powerful for our sandbox players. As part of the update, we're happy to announce that the island generator is getting 3 additional biomes to choose from. Alongside tropical, players will now be able to pick from temperate, desert, or Mediterranean biomes when starting their island customization. A new slider has been added to the mode, which allows you to adjust the prominence of beaches on your generated islands. Islands can now feature more cliffs or more beaches, depending on your preference. We've been listening to player feedback around the building boundaries on the islands. You'll now be able to decorate your waterways, cliff faces, and beaches with scenery pieces. This will make for some truly unique and stunning islands that we're so excited to see.
And as well as that change, it's also getting expanded slightly. So one of the big issues I have with the island generator at the moment is that I can't make my island. I would love, in order to make an Isla Sorna, an Isla Nublar, like I've done in my ecosystem battle royale kind of videos. And the problem is they have constraints. You also get a new toggle, that being beaches, which sort of stop the islands from just being this plateau into the ocean, or sorry, this cliff. And now it's sort of like merges. But the problem here is that you can't really build on it because it's out of the boundaries still, but you can place scenery items anywhere. So they've sort of lifted the parameters, but you can't place dinosaurs and you can't place a park on those little edges. But you can place a seat. You can place an umbrella.
Alongside all these new features, we're always looking at optimizations that we can make to improve the overall gameplay experience. Firstly, we've added the blueprint menu to make it easier to see all of your custom and downloaded creations in one place.
Instead of now going into scenery, clicking blueprints, it is just on the main menu on the left. So you now no longer have to find your own blueprints and select it. You can just click one thing and all your blueprints will be there, as well as the ones you've downloaded as well.
You can now copy path styles from elsewhere in the park, making sure everything matches up exactly without having to hunt for that specific colour you chose earlier on. Finally, we've added a navigation heat map so that you can see exactly where small, medium, large and giant species can navigate, as well as guests and vehicles, making it easier to see that your parks are operating as expected.
This is brilliant because when you're making an island or making any sort of thing in a park, you don't know if a dinosaur can navigate it. So until you get the dinosaur in there, you don't know whether it can walk through it. So now you can see by just looking and switching between small, large, and giant dinosaurs whether they can navigate through there, and more importantly, you know, whether they can get up a cliff or down a cliff. So when you're making your habitat, you know exactly what kind of incline to make and what height to stop a dinosaur from getting out there. No longer do you have to speculate, you can see it in visual form. They also tease an upcoming dinosaur, which I'm not allowed to even speculate on. So that will be, I'm sure, revealed within the coming days. And if it isn't just an ode already to the Biosyn Valley, at the very end of this trailer, they add in a Giganotosaurus roaring at the camera. The update, and I'm assuming DLC, will all be coming on December 9th. I mean, that's what they've done in the past. They've released the DLC, and we actually now know the title of this DLC. It's the Wetlands Pack. And in a video coming in, I don't know, an hour of this one going up, we'll start covering the species, yes, I do mean species, coming to that DLC, whereas, you know, we'll cover them as the time goes on and as embargoes lift. Out of all of these, I think the most hype is probably the fog, because that's what's going to most impact you on a general basis. As long as, you know, as a player, as a sandbox player, a campaign player, whatever, the fact that you can put down something that is swampy and gives off the fog is the most important bit to this, I would say anyway. The island generator is kind of still not fixed, but saying that, right, you can go in the workshop and download a map that somebody's used mods for to clear everything and make your own island now. And I think somebody's actually made a screen accurate base for Isla Nublar that you can also download. So there you go. I'm like, my job's done. I don't need to even make that anymore, which is brilliant. So I'll just use that in an upcoming ecosystem video, maybe. But if you want to stay up to date on everything Jurassic World Evolution 3, including news as well as gameplay videos, I have a series. We are doing the Dinosaur Preserve, trying to make a natural ecosystem while monitoring the dinosaurs. So it's like a campaign park, but also we're able to, you know, edit things, and I've got something special coming this weekend that you will all be able to download as well. So I'm hoping you'll enjoy that. And without further adu, we'll end it here. We've got over the 8-minute mark, have we? Yes, if we haven't, here's some black screen. Yeah, there we go. If you enjoyed that video, leave a like. Stay tuned. We're going to have another one today. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of videos today, so stay tuned on the channel. And again, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me all these years. And until next time, I will be forever grateful, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.